This is A Course of Love, reading 53. It's Suna Senman again, and I'm going to start with the last paragraph of reading 52. Again, but state your willingness, a willingness to believe that you have everything you need, despite the fact that it does not seem so. Your willingness is all that is needed to move you through this stage and to the next. Be encouraged rather than discouraged that God does not grant all your desires here. For these are not yet your true desires, and the rewards you would choose here are as dust to those you will become aware of as you proceed. Let us talk a moment here of miracles. Simply stated, miracles are a natural consequence of joining. Magic is your attempt to do miracles on your own. In the early stages of your learning, you will be tempted to play a game of make-believe. You will not believe that you are not your body, but you would make believe that you are not. You may then be tempted to believe that because you are pretending you are not a body, you can pretend you do not feel the pain of a headache or the cold of a winter day. And this pretending may even make you feel a little less pain or a little less cold, but this attempt to fool yourself is welcomed by your separated self, who knows pretending will not make it so. These attempts to fool yourself are based on your lack of understanding rather than your lack of belief. You would not still be reading if you believed you were your body and that alone. Long have you known that there is more to you than flesh and bones. Belief is not your problem, understanding is. While you believe in God, you do not understand God. While you believe in me, you do not understand how these words have come from me. While you believe in heaven and an afterlife, you do not understand what or where they are. And to believe in something that you do not understand makes you feel peculiar at the least and delusional at the worst. You want to believe, and so you believe. But you also want to be right about what you believe. The convenient thing about your belief in God, in me, in heaven, and in an afterlife is that you do not think you will be proven wrong here. If you are wrong, you will merely rot away after you have died, and no one will know how wrong you were. If you are wrong, at least you believed in something that brought you comfort, and in the end did you no harm. This is not as easily said about the concept as not being separate. However, the only thing you find really difficult to believe is that you are in union with your brothers and sisters right now, today. To believe in God without understanding God is one thing. To believe in your union with your neighbor without understanding either union or your neighbor is something else. This belief will not necessarily bring you comfort or do you no harm. What if you believe in the goodness of your neighbor and that belief is unwarranted? What if you are trusting and find that trust to be misplaced? And what if you are simply naive and are taken for a fool? What if you are wrong? A similar fear strikes your heart when you consider giving up your belief in the body. To believe you are not your body while you walk around with it is something quite different than believing in God. Here, all the proof available would say that you were wrong. All the proof of your eyes and ears, as well as that of science, would say you are your body. Even history would seem to prove the fact as you look back and say, even Jesus died before he could rise again as a spirit. I am here to teach you once again because I was the example life. Do you believe that when I walked the earth I was a body? Or do you believe that I was the Son of God before I was born into human form, during the time I existed in human form, and after I rose again? This is rightly called the mystery of faith. Christ has died, Christ has risen, Christ will come again. What is missing from this recitation? Christ was born. Nowhere in the mystery of faith is it stated that Christ became a body. You have not been told that the body does not exist, only that it is not you. Like all tools you made, it is illusion because you have no need of tools. But while you believe you do, it is quite real to you. To give up the body entirely is a choice you need not make. As your learning advances, you will see that this is possible, but there may be reasons not to choose this. At this point, however, all that is asked is that your body is seen as what it is, both in terms of what you made it for and in terms of the way in which you can now be guided to use it for the benefit of all. And this was reading number 53, and we will continue tomorrow. And right now, take a deep breath in, pulling on everything, every thought, and then exhale, release out, and let go of everything, and just be still for a few moments to minutes.